Good afternoon. Hi there. Make sure all my buttons are pushed. Good afternoon. Welcome. We're back. We're live in blazing Technicolor. My name's Alan Cox. Thanks for being here. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora is here as well.
Hi, guys. No babies.
Poundcake's back behind the glass.
Afternoon, white people.
I had an appearance before the show, and the guy asked if Poundcake was there. I go, just me. But he would have been happy to see you.
I said I'll see him probably.
I said I'll tell him you said hello.
Was he cute?
But I did not ask his name. I certainly was not assessing him that way either. I will know though for the future, because I should have known you would have asked me.
Yeah,
and that's
first
on
question.
me.
Come on.
That's not on him. That's on me. That's pilot error on my part. Swing and a miss. But I didn't really pay attention to that. Hey, if you want to join us, please do. 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007. 35192 to send me a text. You can watch at alancoxshow.com. We are live today. I got a very, very strange and angry DM on Instagram from a guy who was very displeased, telling me that I had lost a listener because, I never, ever care about that. So when people say that to me, I know people like to go, you lost a listener. I go, I don't care. But he was specifically very upset. He thought it was... yeah.
Was it with me?
He's upset with you?
Because I'm not going to root for the Browns?
No, he was upset with me.
Okay.
Because I wasn't promoting best of shows. Like I'm wasting his time or something, right? He goes, it's very rude. And I'm like, you have an extraordinarily broad definition of rude, if that's where you're coming off. But it's like, why would I do that? My job is to have people here listening to this radio station, whether I'm here or not. So I have and again, the last few days, those were not planned absences, but I thought, what an odd take from this guy. I said, first off, if that's all it took, I said, I've been doing this here in Cleveland for 12 years. I've never once recorded a promo for a best of show, right? I go, so second of all, that means that you're not a regular listener or you're not a real fan. And those are two qualities I despise in a person. So I'm not sure.
Despise.
I'm kind of with you. I get it.
I'm not sure where he was coming
aren't you
from.
Obsessed with us?
Not even that. I just thought it was such a weird thing. Because I'm like, look, if you tune in and it's not a live show, it might be something you've heard before and you'll enjoy again. If you've never heard it before, then it's new to you.
Right. Do you remember?
So it's that was a very, very strange thing. He was coming knives out. It was funny, but I thought it was weird.
Reruns aren't as prevalent as they used to be, but the whole way that I think it was NBC would promote their summer schedule is they'd rerun all their hit shows and they say, if you haven't seen it, it's new to you. And it was giving people a chance or, just kind of baiting them saying, hey, you don't know which episode's going to be on, so watch it because it might be one you haven't seen.
Well,
you might have a good time.
And I do like to keep people in the loop. Mm-hmm. So when I first came to Cleveland, Bo Matthews was our program director. I think one time, maybe once, I don't think I ever cut one, but I think I told him I was going to run like a promo. Oh, I know it was going to be best of sweepers. Mm-hmm. So throughout the show, it was going to be like best of the Alan Cox Show. He goes, no, I don't want you doing that. And I was like, why? And I understood his logic. He's like, why tell people? He was like, why tell people, hey, they're not here live today? So
right.
For what I just said, if you have heard it, you might have dug it, hopefully.
Yeah.
And you'll laugh again, right? People have lives to lead. They don't hear every single segment. And if you haven't heard it again, obviously, it's new to you. I just thought it was very, very weird. And then Mary comes barreling in the office minutes before showtime, slams her food down, slams her bag down.
I heard her down the hallway when I was getting food. I'm like, wow, she is antsy today.
not antsy. She was angry. She goes, the older I get, the more I become like you and Bill. And I said, we are just waiting for you to catch up. I said... She tried to do something nice.
I said I learned firsthand the first line of the mission statement. Never help anyone.
Which you have learned before. You're just trying to turn away from that.
No, because
You've learned it before. You're a 30-year-old woman.
I'm 32.
You've had life kick you. You were in your 30s. You've had life kick you in the balls on a number of occasions.
I have, but that has never killed my spirit.
Wow. Killed your spirit.
And made me not want to help people anymore.
I don't have a dead spirit. I mean,
I don't have a dead spirit.
Yeah.
No, I moved my nephew out of my apartment today.
This was the family member that was squatting in your...
He wasn't squatting. He was invited. I knew he was going to be there and told him, hey, you can live here. That's not what a squatter is. Is it? I thought a squatter was someone who randomly went into
it. It is, but what did I tell you? You ain't going to kick him out.
Well, I got him out.
Yeah.
I took him to his grandparents' house today.
Yep.
And
he got a dolly, and you got him out.
He only had 2 suitcases and a couple of items,
Yep.
It wasn't hard. But it's just been a nightmare with everyone in my family trying to figure out the logistics of it. And then everyone's emotionally involved. So, his mom, my sister is going off on me in text messages. And I'm like, I don't know how any of this ended up being my fault when I've done everything I can do. And now I'm getting yelled at.
Be nice.
What was the thing that you were... You made a TikTok about the boundaries in therapy.
No, and that's
because you never had them. Now that you're setting them, they're like, well, what is this stuff you're doing? You're just going to not take responsibility for all our actions? How dare you?
Right. It's been a wild morning. It's been very...
But you got him out.
Got him out.
Did you have to have the place steam cleaned, or...?
Well, I have to clean it. I mean, I haven't, cleaned
to get your security deposit.
Yes. I'm I got $750 on the line. If I can't have him move out the 31st, you know what I mean?
So where is he going to live?
He just went in with his grandparents in Euclid.
Okay.
So it was just a very frustrating morning, not only dealing with my sister, who is an incredibly emotional person, but dealing with him, who he is the epitome of when people complain about Gen Z and they're like, oh, they're entitled and they don't want to work and they don't want to do this. I never believed that. And then when I deal with him, I'm like, oh, this is what people are referring to.
Except that every generation has people like that.
Right, but I'm saying, I guess maybe it's just my age now that everyone's talking about. He's the first generation younger than me that's adults now. You know what I mean?
All right, boomer. Whatever.
Right. I mean, I could get into... I know we have to go to a break, but there's plenty more to say.
Let me take that break. That's called a tease.
Off my chest.
I won't promo a best of. I will promo a tease.
Yeah.
Coming up, Mary Santora digs deeper into her scorned family member.
Mary tears her family apart.
Mary tears her family apart, and we find out who the father is. Okay, let me break here. 35192 to get a text. Finesse Mitchell's going to join us later on. He's very funny. Love that dude. You know him from SNL. He's doing the weekend at Hilarity, so we'll catch up with him. And we will be back after these.